Hey guys, as always, it's the Digital Pumpkin Cat, and welcome to another Home Depot video. And in this Home Depot video, we will be talking about part 2 of Home Depot's 2024 lineup. Believe it or not, we've got a bunch to take a look at. And yeah, I thought it was all, but Home Depot dropped some stuff on their drop that we had no videos or no clue they were coming out in terms of manager meeting or in terms of just in terms of the demos, like a day after. So yeah, it's pretty cool. They do that all year, and they do that every year, and yeah, it's pretty cool. We have a bunch of stuff to take a look at, including some returning props, reskins, new original ideas, great original ideas, I must say. Let's just get right into it. But first, I will say I don't have my usual software where I put a video on and talk about it, and then the usual. But I don't have that right now, so I'm basically just scrolling. And that's because my software is down, just because my storage is out. So yeah, I hope I have enough storage to upload this video, but we'll have to see. Anyway, our first prop is Jack Skellington. Vampire Jack, I should say. Now, I did make a short on this a couple of months ago, I believe, when it did just leak. And it was supposed to be a Canadian exclusive. And it is coming to Canada, but it is in America too, which I am so happy it is. This is one I'm probably going to buy. It matters. But, I don't know. They took away some animation and put in the head tilting. They did take away the mouth movement, which I thought it was a essential animation of the Jack. And, they did put the head tilting, which I guess is pretty cool. But I would like both, honestly. I know, maybe even blinking too. For being a skeleton and having no eyes, Jack still does blink. So yeah, they couldn't have done blinking. They couldn't, like Sally, which we'll get to later. They could have done the mouth animation too, or just not put the head tilting in. But it would be cool if we had all three of those. But instead, they kind of just took away mouth animation, which again was kind of essential, and they put in the head tilt, which is pretty cool. But I feel like the mouth is a more essential thing to this piece and would definitely be more higher up in terms of what I want to see with this Jack Skellington. But again, it's new for this Jack, and I do think it kind of works. I just want the mouth more. And again, if they do this again with another reskin, I don't know, put him in different clothes, I don't know what they would do, but hey, it's probably going to happen. Please make the eyes move, Jemmy. Anyway, I do really love how they made a Vampire Jack. Of course, Vampire Jack isn't in the movie, nor is like the costume or anything. It's kind of just fan art or something. It's kind of just a fan concept. Fans, of course, from the Nightmare Before Christmas concept. And yeah, it's great that we're having it in a retail animatronic officially licensed. And I do think this is a pretty great Jack Skellington, of course, with the cape and stuff. He is Vampire Jack. I think it's very unique and something I definitely want for $200. Next, we of course have his counterpart. Can't have a Jack without a Sally, but we did get a 13-foot Jack. It would be hella weird to get a 13-foot Sally. So, I'll let that happen. But anyway, Sally right here is pretty cool. Of course, we needed a Sally too. It's not like a quote-unquote vampire Sally, like I was talking about when, the concepts and stuff and all that. The concepts of just a Vampire Jack and a Vampire Sally I always thought were pretty cool. And again, it's really nice to see this couple in the retail market, especially from Home Depot, because that's great pricing too, and great animation. Now, animation-wise, she does, of course, move her hand back and forth, like all the Sally animatronics, but she does not have the blinking, which I would really, really want instead of the head tilt. It has that same head tilt, and I don't know, I just think the blinking, just like the Jack in the mouth, the blinking is more essential for Sally. So it's kind of just taking away an essential animation and putting in a cool one and a realistic one, but not that noticeable and not that needed. So yeah, I do think these two designs are really, really cool for being what they are, but I just think they could have gone with better animation here. Next, we have, I believe, my personal favorite, my second, third, fourth, one of my favorites on this list, and that is the Sword Reaper. did not like this thing when it came out, but hear me out. I kind of look at the props. I'm kind of biased. I look at the props usually from my haunt perspective, but in terms of, original ideas and stuff, it's nothing special. It's a Red Reaper, and of course we get those not a lot. Of course we do get those, but it's it added something unique to it, which is that sword. I do think the sword gives him a lot of character, and people are saying it's unneeded, but again, it's a Reaper with a sword. I think that's really great instead of like a scythe or something, or him just holding a skull, something generic that we see every single time around. And we've never seen a Reaper holding a sword. Sure, we've got that Dark Angel, then we've got the Knight, but come on, it's a Reaper holding a sword. And on top of that, like I said, he's red. I don't know why, I've always loved Red Reapers. Just like the one I have. Again, from my haunt perspective, I think I'm definitely going to get this guy for $100. I might jump on him now and, just expect an unboxing soon. Anyway, I do have the 12-foot Reaper from Sam's Club, which, if you recall, is another Red Reaper. And this guy would go great, basically guarding him, like his guardian. I don't know, I think that would be just a very cool touch. And again, only $100, but I definitely think Home Depot has... This isn't the best price prop, in my opinion. $100 for one animation. I mean, it's definitely good. It's a good price. It's a fair price, especially for what you're getting here with that huge sword and a 6.5-foot Reaper. I just think there are better items from various retailers and especially Home Depot that you could get with 100 smackaroons. But again, if you have a great place for this like I do and a great purpose, I definitely see this guy being gotten a lot. And this is an online only. And yeah, I think he's pretty cool for what he is. Again, he has a bunch of character being a Red Reaper, because I think Red Reapers are more of like a demonic figure than the Black Reapers, like I Will Take You to Death, something like that. I do really like the Red Reapers, and I definitely think this guy's cool, holding the sword and all that, to even show he's like a demon in some sorts. I really, really love that. I mean, of course, his phrases are really generic, but anyways, I think he's pretty unique, and one of our best Reaper props ever. And now here we have the Beetlejuice. Of course, you probably recognize this guy, but this is not a comeback or anything. I guess like Spirit calls it flashbacks. So I'll say that here. This is not a Home Depot flashback. This is an updated Gemmy Beetlejuice. Of course, we got the Gemmy Beetlejuice one that everybody was hating on back in 2019. Honestly, I did not think that thing was that bad. I thought it was not the best Beetlejuice per se, but, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. And this guy has got some major updates to him. And he's got the hair, the sculpted on hair. What on the OG one was, I think, looked really goofy, especially it was like brown. Beetlejuice has got green hair, so that never made sense to me. So yeah, I really like how they actually used the typical hair we use on animatronics. I don't know why Gemmy even went with the sculpted on hair last time. It just looked weird. And we got major updates to the face, making it look more realistic. And a new paint job, making like the green moss on him or the green hair on him look much better in my opinion. And I really like how the eyes look. I just really like the face. And the animation and audio also got an update, with the animation of the head spinning being much, much faster. I'm talking like maybe 10 or 12 360s in one activation. So it's just a very, very fast motor, and on top of that, you don't really hear it much, unlike the OG, because I think the OG was using gears, and this one uses a belt, which I think was very smart on Gemmy's part, and I just really like the look of this guy. I'm going to try to pick this up. I'm probably going to save that for every animatronic on this list, but yeah, going to try to pick this up. I don't have a Beetlejuice animatronic as of now, but hey, since the new movie's coming out, this one is a great one to start for only $200. Next, we have the worst on the list by a landslide. We've got the Snapping Scarecrow. Snapping Scarecrow is, again, the worst. It's probably one of the worst Home Depot scarecrows ever made, in my opinion. Period. And, of course, I think Home Depot's pricing is fair. That's not the case for this guy. I think he's, some people might call it fine. I don't. I think it's a very unreasonable price at $130. I don't think is a reasonable price at all. But, consider this. We get props like Swamp Scarecrow last year, 7-foot prop. That is also a jump scare. But instead of just having that one crappy motor in the head, it has both arms lunging at you. And again, may I add it's 7 feet, so a foot taller. I just don't know. This thing is definitely bad in my opinion. It's not a good scarecrow prop in any means. I don't know. This definitely wasn't needed at all. We didn't need a scarecrow prop. I mean, hell yeah, scarecrow props, but we didn't need a mediocre scarecrow prop. We didn't need another jump scarecrow prop. We didn't need a mid scarecrow prop. Of course, they didn't even really try on this one. The clothes are as bland as hell, and the proportions are all off. The legs are really, really tiny, while the body is huge, and then the head is really small, and the arms are really, really tiny. Take a look at those baby hands. They just look so dumb, and the face is the only thing I like on this prop. The phrases kind of suck, and the bird, I think, while is a nice added detail, the crow, it looks cheap. It really does, and, face is really cool. Love the face. But that just makes me more mad, because why waste a great face mold like this? I'm sure they're going to reuse it on this random crappy prop. And again, it's called the snapping scarecrow, which probably will hold up because this mechanism is going to snap. But the jump scare is so mid, it won't jump scare much people, is what I'm trying to say. Which, if you check out a bunch of Haunters demos on it that have received this prop, it just doesn't work. It doesn't look good in this demo, and it doesn't look good in the in-person demos. And I definitely think this is a very, very mediocre prop and very bad. Next, or should I say last, but 100% not least, we have the new variant of the Gravedigger. Now, I really, 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 1,000 times really, love this thing. I know everybody's saying it's not needed, it's not wanted, but hey, they mixed two of the best character traits that each Gravedigger had, like last year's Gravedigger. So, for instance, the 2020 Gravedigger I thought was better than last year's Gravedigger just because of his, character. He was kind of like an old Western Gravedigger, which we've never seen in the retail market. You could argue the Haunted Mansion Caretaker, but I won't really count that. It does kind of take place there, but never mind. It was just a really unique character, and I think it's, half of that character was coming from the clothes. So, I think the 2023 model was maybe, I don't know, it was great. It's not better, but I think the 2023 model was great because it was our first Gravedigger who's actually digging a grave. Home Depot was smart enough, as they usually are, to take both amazing character traits from each Gravedigger, combine them into one, and make an amazing, mind-blowing overall Gravedigger prop. I really, really love this thing. I really love how this did not happen on any Gravedigger, but I feel like both Gravediggers that we've gotten were kind of looked like undead. Of course, the 2021 was really green, so he was obviously like a zombie. And then the 2023 one he wasn't really green, but his skin was rotting and stuff. So they were kind of both undead, but this guy you can definitely tell is a human via this photo. And again, they just took both amazing character traits from each Gravedigger, gave it new great audio, amazing audio, probably the best audio of each Gravedigger, and combined it into one to make one amazing prop. And I can't be more happy to say I just ordered this guy. So thanks for watching, and as always, Digital Pumpkin Cat, like and subscribe. I believe that is our full 2024 Home Depot lineup. I believe I covered each and every animatronic and accessory like the gargoyle, the cauldron, etc. And I don't think I missed over any. So yeah, congrats to me. And if some more leak, I don't know if it's worth making a video on at this point. But hey, the Home Depot stuff I just ordered are coming very, very soon. So make sure to stay tuned. Go check out my Dean the Deathologist unboxing right now. And again, thanks for watching.